Whenever spring hits, I start to feel like we're on the cusp of doing things. Things are going to start blooming, both literally and figuratively, such as in these pots I have out. And I went the other day and bought a whole bunch of beautiful flowers to put in them. Of course, yesterday it was 48 degrees here in Duluth, and there was a threat of frost, so I had to bring everything inside last night. I've even got some under there. So I'm sort of at this stage of feeling like things need doing. Things are about to unfold in our lives. And so I've been looking around thinking, what all needs doing? Clearly, the seedlings here need to be put into some soil. Those sunflowers are ready to take off. Also, of course, there are always dragons that need slaying. In the case of Paco, oftentimes there's rest that needs to happen because he does get very, very tired at kindergarten. Sometimes he needs to cash out here after lunch. Naturally, space always needs exploring. Perhaps the biggest thing in our lives that's going to see a change in the next few months is this kind of ugly kitchen, which desperately needs updating, except, of course, for the refrigerator of the future. So we have inherited money from my grandmother's estate. She died in 1999 and passed it on to her two sons. They both died a few years after that. And finally, so my dad died in 2003, so 6 years later, the money is getting shook out, and we're going to benefit from that. So we're remodeling our kitchen. Complete demolition begins in a couple of weeks. So all I can do when I look around this room is see what's going to go away. These windows will be different. And in fact, we will be moving the door a few inches to make room for a cubby behind it. Why doesn't someone come, speaking of things that need to be done, and put away the dishes? Or, more importantly, why doesn't someone come sweep? Like Amelia Bedelia. I understand she's quite a punny maid. Hey, it sounds like Paco just got home from school. Hey, Paco. I'm recording something to put on my blog. Do you want to come say hi? No? Okay. Maybe we'll catch him when he's not looking. So all these terrible cabinets are going to go away. And even Groom's fun painting that he put on the wall when the old microwave died a few years ago is going to go away. And because Groom is so very excited, he's been ripping down the ceiling tiles from this terrible drop ceiling. Bit by bit, he's starting his own demolition before the actual crew comes in. The one thing I'm going to insist does not go away in the remodel, though, is this really old, crusty, dried up dishcloth that's been muffling the noise or catching drips, I'm not sure what. Anyhow, so everything's going to be changed, everything's going to be different. We're going for an arts and crafts look. We will keep the floor but refinish it. And over here, in this area, where we have this strange little hallway that's never made sense to us. You come down the stairs and then there's this hall, and it's really just part of the kitchen. Hello. Anyhow, we're going to put a little half bath in here. So, hi Paco. So this area right here, we found out from a former owner of this house, they used to put up a baby gate and raise litters of puppies back in this little area here. So where they raised puppies, we are now going to flush. So this is going to all be just a tiny, tiny, tiny bathroom. Oh, speaking of things that need doing, the kids' allowances need to be filled. They each have 3 jars, one for spending, one for saving, and one for donating. And we are so bad at keeping track of it. We even have a little chart with all the dates of the future telling us when we have to put our initials next to it once we've done that. But we won't be having allowance for these kids for a long time once we start the kitchen remodel. I was trying to see if I could get terror on your face, Pock Pock. No. Anyhow, so things are afoot. We're entering a time of big change. We'll be grilling all summer. We'll be using the camp stove. We'll be beseeching friends to invite us over for meals. That means you. So we have a lot of things to do, and right now, with my kindergartner home, I believe the next thing I need to do is fry up a couple of eggs for him.